Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another wonderful episode of DadDimes. I am, of course, one of your hosts, DJ. That's Justin. This is episode 10 of season 2. We got two cool guys with us. We got the old Paulster, who's been on the show a couple times before. And we got the cooler Murray out of the bunch. We got Mr. John himself. How you guys doing?
This is going to be the John Senior because at some point, Little John, he's going to be in. But this is the OG John. Welcome.
OG? Yeah. 70 in like a week and a half. So so I'm like over the hill and sliding faster.
Well, at least you made it over.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what matters. You got to the point and you're enjoying every second of it. You're here on DadDimes, drinking with your son, and obviously this random guy and then some dude on the phone. Other than that, though, welcome.
That's right. Bucket list. Yeah,
welcome.
Check this off.
Absolutely.
This was the bucket. Out of all the things, you're like, you know what? I've always wanted to be on a podcast in the basement, in front of some whiskey, drinking, being broadcast to millions and millions of people. John Murray says, Papa, by the way, so he's watching.
Uh-oh.
Little okay. John. And Eric James is on here as well. So we are making things happen. He's excited to see you and hear your stories and your words of wisdom here on DadDimes. But before we do all of that,
absolutely,
we're drinking.
All right, start right out.
We're drinking. Well, before we start drinking, I should let everybody know the reason why I'm not in the studio today. COVID drill. So I got COVID. So I'm at my house and I'm not feeling too well, but I'm here. I'm committed. I'm committed to the cause, guys.
We almost got to a point where we're going to cancel the show, mainly because John Senior was like, I don't know if I'm going to do it. But we got you here. And then DJ's like, I got COVID too. And I'm like, man, we're just throwing the punches. I don't know if we can make this happen, but we made it happen.
Well, that's what you do here at DadDimes, right? You make it happen.
We just make it happen. So what is the answer to COVID? What is the one thing that we have found time and time again that kills COVID?
Whiskey.
I was going to say, Donald said, just 99%. What is it?
Bleach.
Bleach. Yeah. That's not fun to drink. Well, even though it was recommended, it was a possibility.
He said, "Let's put bleach."
Anyway, let's get
No,
whiskey.
I like it. I like
whiskey.
it. And we're in.
Whiskey.
I love it. He's like,
I tried it. It's a bit tangy.
It's a bit. That's what we do here.
It would also be a good cleaning
We're not even
fluid too, but of course it's kind of expensive waste of cleaning fluid
of whiskey.
To clean. But yeah.
So I used to make this. And
I understand.
One of the byproducts you can actually use for a very phenomenal cleaner. But if you drink it, you could die. So we try not to do that.
Try not to.
Yeah.
Tonight is Blanton's.
Careful how you bottle it. Yeah.
God, right. I try not to spill it, but every once in a while it does happen.
All right.
It says me nephew. All right, I'm seeing some things here. Okay. San Lulu. I can't even see. I can't even see.
I stand up here.
This is why
That's
DJ sits on
Sandy
this side.
Lulu. That's my sister.
Okay.
That's good.
That's why
I got the comments.
Good, because I can't see, and that's the reason why you sit on this side is he can read the board. I sit over there and I just play with buttons. So I'm glad that he's still monitoring what we're monitoring here. Today's Blanton's. Everyone knows about Blanton's. It's 93 proof, 46.5 alcohol by volume. It used to be a cheap bourbon. Then they had a really cool story of their distillery burning down, losing a bunch of product, and then they upped their price. They're like, it's super rare now, so we can charge whatever we want.
Nice, well.
And here's some on the table.
And
of course, it helps that it has a cool little cork on the top, right?
These are really cool things.
It spells blends, doesn't it?
It does. So on the bottom here, there's an N. Get really close.
Oh, yeah.
On my bottle that I'm drinking at home, I have a B.
Oh, yeah.
It spells
maybe
something.
It spells Blanton's.
Yeah.
Eventually, if you collect them all, then you'll have them all.
That's their marketing ploy.
You see?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's their marketing ploy.
Go.
And what happens is for each casted horse, it does something different in a race. So it'll be at a slow start, and then it'll go up as if it was racing, and then it'll go back down again. Yep.
I'm seeing some of them on the shelf over there.
Yeah, we're not cool enough to have all of them yet.
Not yet.
Nice.
But we're working on it. We do the Blanton's tour, or we will, because we need to actually head out there. That's part of the tour coming up.
Hell yeah.
The Blantons, we're going to do the Bourbon tour, and then our fans in Mongolia and Pakistan want us to come out, so I'm excited about that. I don't know what Pakistan's going to look like, but if they're going to send us on DadDimes, we're going.
You're going to Blanton's?
I mean, yeah.
When?
We haven't scheduled it yet, but we're going to go.
I was going to say.
You're going to Pakistan.
You might need somebody to help carry your luggage.
Look, we got people coming in, man. I love DadDimes. I love when everyone's showing up or having conversations. We're going to be drinking some bourbon. But it has been a heck of a week as well. So,
Alan just joined.
Okay.
On TikTok, we're rolling on TikTok. We got Bud joined. There's been like quite a few people that joined. Thanks for joining us, Bud.
You know what?
I'm ready for the Blanton's tour.
It's because we're internationally known.
International.
Yes.
We're in 7 different countries, 24 different states now, and counting. We're close to the halfway mark for the 50. I'm pretty happy about that.
Well, yeah. You have to be.
Stacy Murray's on.
She said, Paul, you could carry the luggage.
She said, take Paul. He can...
He'll carry the luggage, and Stacy will be on the extra piece.
Hey, she'll be sitting next. She knows.
She's small enough to hide in the luggage in the extra luggage.
We'll be having a good time. We will, as always, we have a good time.
So as far as the smell and the taste of blends, I'm not going to be very helpful because I can't smell or taste anything.
COVID. Yeah, it's going to kill COVID.
Sounds like an excuse to me, but...
Yeah.
But he can't actually enjoy... He's going to enjoy the...
Going from my memory.
I got it.
From what I've tried before, it was delicious. Hang on. Still can't smell it.
Yeah. So long COVID? It never comes back. You better hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know
Well, I'm
is
a plumber, so I'm kind of hoping it doesn't.
Oh. All right, well.
Benefits.
You want to smell the thing? That's the perfect, it's the perfect exposure for the plumbing.
Yeah.
For the industry. I don't know. All right, we'll get into this first. As always, we start with neat. It is out of the bottle. It is, room temperature. We put it in the sniffers because we want to really get the aromas. We want to pull out the every scent that you can. And then you taste it and you get the flavors. We're already drinking it because it's Wednesday, and this is what we do on Wednesday. Like we made it to the halfway point of the week. But let's get started. That being the case, what are you pulling off of it? Smells like bourbon.
I'm trying to remember all the things that DJ taught me on keep your mouth open when you sniff, and
getting acquainted.
That's what he said. Yeah, get acquainted. Yeah, leave your mouth open and sniff. right, DJ?
Whiter.
That's correct.
Yeah, there, perfect. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Oh God, no! It's it's good. It's sweet. It's citrusy. It's what you expect from this brand. It's good. The taste, it's 93 proof, 46.5% alcohol by volume. It doesn't sting. It doesn't burn. It's not too hot. It's actually a really good sipping bourbon.
I don't know.
All
it stings a little bit to me.
It what?
It stings a little bit.
Okay.
Well, got to sting a little.
I haven't been drinking my whiskey straight lately.
You've been missing out. That's how you should start every night or morning. It depends.
Oh, that is good. Yeah. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
Jump in there like that.
It's good.
Yes.
All right. DJ, what you thought, man?
A little introductory burn, and then just smooth the rest of it.
Well, as with everything else we do here, we're gonna, when we cool it off, when we put it on the rocks, it will
change.
It will change. And just a reminder, the Vikings won and the Broncos lost. Keep that up and see what happens, Little John.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you stub your toe. Your pinky toe.
Just a little one.
I think the Vikings demolished the Giants, so...
Giants kind of suck, though.
Well, yeah. Take the wins you can get.
Well, that's right. They're not going to go...
Take the wins where you can get
ON this year, for sure. They will win a game this year.
How about those Cowboys?
Yeah, well... Highest paid quarterback, yeah.
Hey, You got to do it. You got to do it
How
right.
about them Cowboys?
That's right.
Trinity asked where I was at. Trinity, I have COVID, so I'm at a remote studio in isolation.
Yeah, we had to put him in a box. We didn't want to. We were looking for some Tyvek suits. We were looking for some respirators. We were going to make it happen. Yeah, it just couldn't happen.
No kidding.
We all didn't want COVID. I mean, I don't want COVID. Uncle DJ.
It's not as bad as they say.
Last time I had COVID, I was in Nebraska at Lake McConaughey camping. It was horrific. I think I got there for one night. DJ was stoking the fire, and he was like, "Yeah, man, just breathe it in." And the next day, I was hated it. Didn't like it at all. There are parts of my life I don't remember because of COVID.
Really?
You'd fall asleep, it'd be gone, and then you'd wake up like 13 hours later, and you're like, "Oh, what just happened?"
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah.
I wrote it out quite easily.
Oh.
Fortunately, very fortunately, twice, and very.
Wasn't bad.
Yeah,
Wasn't bad.
Nothing.
No, I
Wasn't bad. Okay, so DJ, you're gonna have to cue me in when you wanna work on your things. It says, Justin, can we please see the fan of the week?
Let's go to the fan of the week.
Okay, we can do the fan of the week. Fan of the week this week, Kimberly
It's me.
and Paul. I will tell you. Yep. You are our fan of the week.
Oh yeah, what did they do?
You either watched every video and liked every comment, or I don't know what you did, but you are the top fan of the week. You and Kimberly.
What you see is what they win.
That's right. Well,
what'd you win?
I'm here.
Okay.
That's a gift in itself.
I
Isn't
mean, you gotta hang out with the cool people. But I did. I will tell you this though.
Firm handshake.
it? Yeah.
Trinity, you are trending up, so keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna throw this out there next week. You're gonna be up there. What did you win? Okay, so you're on the show, and we just started doing these things last week, and yours is actually kind of funny because, and I'll get to that in a second. We do these commemoratives for being on Dad. I mean, this is your third time on DadDimes. And this is the reason why you're here is because you're like, oh, now I gotta be here. I get a gift with purchase.
He didn't say that, did he? He didn't.
No, of course
Paul
not.
didn't say that, did he?
Of course not. But these commemorations saying you're here on DadDimes. Here on this episode today is, and we should do a homage to September 11th. It is 23 years later, so that was a profound time. But September 11th, 2024, episode 10, season 2. You two were on here. I forgot to change your name when burning your name. So right as it hit off of Murray into the L, I stopped it. So there's like a little divot.
Oh yeah.
I told him to scribble it out with Sharpie and then just write their name in.
Yeah.
If I hadn't made it, you could have just put Paul.
Yeah.
Paul, his middle name's John anyway.
Yeah,
Paul
that would have
John.
worked.
Well, he wanted to call in Little John.
Oh, yeah, there you go, too.
And I'm like, it's not the same.
So many
It
ways.
is
So
not
many
the
ways you
same.
could fix that.
But we're doing things
Very
here on
nice, though.
DadDimes.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
Absolutely.
That is.
Gift with purchase. Just wait till you get the bill.
Yeah.
Wait till you get the bill.
Yeah.
Well, DJ.
Since Paul, he'll get it to me.
I'm looking at the time right now. You tell me.
Well, I mean, we got a lot of listeners, and I did prep them that we got an exciting announcement. However,
Exciting. Amazing.
we should probably keep them in suspense for a little longer because that's what I do, baby.
Okay. Do you want to bring up the onesie yet?
Yeah, we
The
can
gift?
bring up the onesie and then I'll announce it.
We've been telling people
I'll announce the
this for a
exciting
while,
announcement.
Okay.
that we were going to do this onesie for one of our avid listeners.
Sweet.
They watch us live, and every time they're like, Uncle DJ, or cousin, Uncle DJ, and then you're like,
That's
oh, yeah,
for my niece.
we're going to do it. So we do brand everything, DadDimes, Little Dimers.
Yeah.
So we have the Little Dimer onesie coming up.
Yep.
And you know who you are. Let's see here. Maybe I can make that.
We have the little dimer onesie for my niece, Rayla. Gianna's an avid listener. She's been asking for this for months now, and I forget a lot of times, so that's why it's here now. It's done. So
it's done.
Diana's not even watching today, I don't think.
Well,
she might be.
You came through. You came
Yep.
through.
And Ella, I have one coming for Azalea. Still have one as well. And I'm just waiting on that from to get here. So.
Okay. Well, our our senior president of advertising and apparel is actually feeling a lot better these days, and got this one knocked out. So we're really excited for that.
Heck yeah.
So while you are doing announcements, we're setting up for cooling things down. I don't know what you're doing, man.
I'm
You
in
have a lot of
my
feedback, bro.
I have an isolation studio or isolation fridge in my isolation chamber. So I was just getting my stuff.
Well, we do have to make sure that if we put you in a bunker for isolation for COVID, you're at least taken care of with whiskey and ice cubes. That's what
I
we're
just
here
need
for.
whiskey, to be honest.
That's what we're here for.
Can't think of anything else you might
So-
need.
No.
I mean, there's a few other things you might want, but if you're going to go out, do it right. Do it right.
No, I didn't.
All right, so we're
So I'm going to go out and go ahead and announce the exciting news.
You're doing it, okay.
I'm going to do it. And I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of glad I'm at the studio because I'm a big softie, right?
Oh,
so
you are.
I'm going to go ahead and start off by saying, so I get a phone call from a person saying, hey, I need to show you something. I'm like, all right. Comes over, and my oldest son, Eric, which I have to specify because my younger son's in the age bracket too, him and his girlfriend, Bree, tell me that they are pregnant, and I'm going to be a grandpappy.
Nice. I always thought Paul was going to be first.
Nope.
Paul.
So the exciting announcement to all my family is Eric's having a baby, and I'm excited for that.
Hang on a second. Let's do one of these things. Hey, we're making it happen. That is absolutely amazing. I will also throw this out there. DJ comes over and he's like, all right, let's see here. I got some news. And I'm like, okay, someone's pregnant. He's like, yeah. And I'm like, is it like a Pappy Van Winkle kind of night? Or is it like because he has a wide span of children right now. And one of them's in high school and the other one is an adult and going out and doing adult things. So I was like, was it the high school one? We talked about the house party. I kind of called this house party turning into something. And he was like, no, man, it's a Pappy kind of night. Which means that is congratulations to Eric. You are going to do amazing things. And is it going to be Grampy, Grandpa, Old Man DJ, and what are we going to be calling Danielle?
Granny. I've already... Granny.
She approved
She did not approve that at all. Absolutely not. She did not approve of that. But that's definitely what we're going to call her, is Granny.
Okay. Well, I'm probably going to embroider it on something.
Yeah.
Grandchildren have a way of creating the name they want to call you.
Yeah.
So for now,
true.
it might be Granny, but it could change.
How many grandchildren do you have?
Absolutely.
I have 9. 9. How many is that? Is that right?
2,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9.
6, 9. Yep.
9. All right, so we're going to have some advice. We're going to have some grandparent advice here in a minute, since you're going to be now entering this phase of your life. 9 grandchildren.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We do got some comments on the TikTok. Lenny said that my sister said about an hour ago she knew it was her guess, but she was right. And then everybody else said that they knew it too. So, yeah.
Well,
I guess they knew.
Hey, I didn't know.
Mongolia knows now. Vietnam now knows. Our listeners in Australia.
Everywhere. Yeah.
Thank you, Kim Jong, for sending the gift.
Only 24 states, though. You got to work on that. So.
Oh, we are working on it. We don't have
I know,
Alaska
you
yet.
said
I'm a little upset.
You don't have Alaska?
No, we don't have Alaska
Well,
yet.
I'll
We
hit
are
my
the number one
Alaska
podcast in
contacts.
Thornton for sure.
Yeah. We are making our way up. I mean, I think we're. It's who's number one for Spotify right now. Joe Rogan, and then it's that the new Haktua girl. That's like number
really?
2. Yeah, oh yeah, she made her way up there.
Well, you know,
and we're like number 3. We're getting there.
300.
We're getting close.
Yeah, I think we're 3.
We're getting close.
A couple zeros, but yeah.
But congratulations to Eric and Bree. Advice on grandchildren. Do you love the first one more than you love the last one? And don't worry, none of your grandchildren are listening right now.
Well,
You transition. You love them all.
Okay.
But it's kind of hard not to love the 6-month-old a little more than the... How
No,
old
I
is
get
David
it.
now? 27. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
6 months to 27.
Was David the first one?
yeah.
David was number 1? Okay. David
Got
was...
stuck on 7 for like 15 years, and then all of a sudden...
I think he was my second nephew.
No, he would have been your third. Ronald Juanito, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. I didn't know.
Juanito,
I didn't know between
David.
Juanito and David.
Yeah.
Okay. And I have 10 nephews and nieces, so it's relatively close there.
I know. You love them all. You love them all, and they all
You
change.
love them all.
And they all disappoint you at some time. You know.
John, Little John's saying there's a lot of seamen listening right now, so...
Yeah. John said
Given
a lot of
that just
Navy
came from
mofos listening,
John,
a.k.a. Seaman.
Did John notice that his grandpa's wearing his U.S. Navy hat?
He's wearing... Well, I mean, he has to take a look, but yeah, he is sporting the old Navy.
Yes.
John, Little John said, I thought I was your favorite.
Well,
That's the point, is you're always... Everyone's supposed to think that you're the favorite.
Yeah, we have a thing going. 3 granddaughters became 4, a baby, but always claims of,
Okay.
I'm the favorite, aren't I, Grandpa? And then you got to play that game with all of them. So.
wait a second.
Oh,
No,
Stacy says
I won't say
that
who the
we all know who your
Kyrie.
favorite is, Sean.
Yes, we all do.
Oh, yes, we all know.
It doesn't need to be said.
So the good
'Cause we
news
know.
is, DJ, right now, you only have to worry about one.
That's right. That's right.
So you have
That's
the
right.
favorite.
Although that also puts that child in the least favorite column also.
Well, I mean, it depends on... Actually, this is a really good opportunity for you, DJ, because this is the first time where you have a child that you can give back to the parents and say, all right, they're your problem now.
That's
That's
nice.
true. Although I don't know if I'm going to do that.
I mean, that's
I think I'm going to want to hang out and spend time with the grandbaby.
Well, you will, but you'll also find that time when you decide it's okay to give them back for the night or the day or
Yeah.
whatever.
When they get to 2, I'm sure.
All I know is it's pretty exciting, very exciting news. So that's what we do on DadDimes. So even if COVID's running right now and DJ's like, no, we're going to be on air. We're going to have these conversations. We're going to have our guests. We've been trying to get you on for months. Like, you have been booked solid. I don't know what's going on.
You're not talking to me, are you?
Yeah, I keep looking at your schedule, and it's like...
I think Paul's making stuff up, because actually this was my first invite that I remember.
Well, if you listen to the show...
That I remember.
I mean, I get that as well.
I probably had
most of the days.
a little bit too much whiskey in me when you're telling me about it. I don't remember.
Well,
That happens.
he'll forget about this one too. Don't worry.
Oh, no,
But it will be immortalized forever. He'll look at the wall one day and
Well,
be like, I remember being on that thing one time.
What the hell is that plant for?
He'll remember us when we surpass Joe Rogan.
That's right.
That's for
That's
sure.
right.
Yeah.
And then we'll have Joe on the show to tell him, hey, Joe, how does it feel to be second?
Man, I don't even know if Joe's
Yeah,
going to be invited.
exactly.
You think he'd show up? I mean,
Everyone wants
Yeah.
to be on.
he might pout. Oh, okay, he might be pouting though. So
No, he'll show up. Because, I mean, he wants to be able to do a
He'll
collaboration. He wants to climb to the top again. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're cooling this thing down. Actually, we're heating up the show. If you look at comments, man, if you look at followers right now, things are going crazy. But we're cooling things down in the glass, drinking Blantons for a congratulatory event.
That's right.
And what are we thinking? Is it better? Is it worse? I mean, today was hot. I like chilled whiskey when it's hot outside.
Oh, I
I mean, Blanton's is good through any. You can put Blanton's on anything. Drink it however you want, and it's always good. When you chill it down, I think it definitely exfoliates the flavors a little bit more. And I mean, it's delicious chilled. don't really want to go ahead and dilute it, but that's part of it. But I mean, neat on ice, it's solid.
Okay. What are your thoughts?
Oh, and by the way, John and Paul, you could drop your placards off, and I'll go ahead and sign them for you on your way out.
Oh, nice. How considerate of you.
Yeah.
I was just going to ask that question. You know,
I got to say that I do enjoy it a lot more cold.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it cold anyways, but there's been a few that did a good job warm, but cool. It's the way I go.
Okay.
Either way, you know what? I usually don't have any of these nice little steely balls where you get all the cold and none of the melt. But so that's awesome.
Christmas
but
gift.
A couple of cubes in there just to take it down a degree or few.
Good.
Don't let them melt too much. You know, you don't want to dilute too much.
Dilution's a solution to pollution.
But otherwise, just don't put water. And people that put 7-Up and Coke and all those other things with their whiskeys and whiskey sours. Really, I mean, why would you even think about ruining it? Unless you're drinking 7 or something
when I drink blackjack, like Jack Daniels, like number 7, you mix that with Coke because that's where it's at. When you go to Sinatra, high-end Jack Daniels, you dilute that with Coke, and we're probably not friends anymore. Like, don't do that.
I drink whiskey because I enjoy whiskey, not that and everything else it can be mixed with, or super diluted, chilled is
That's where it's at.
Well, don't drink Little Jane there, John.
Yeah,
Little Jane sucks.
It's terrible.
Little
That's
Jane?
when you want to. That's
Jane.
when you want to mix.
All right. Well, I appreciate the warning. I'll make a note of that for sure.
Don't ever buy Widow Jane. It is a waste of
It's
money.
an expensive pile of shit.
DJ says it better than I do.
Yeah.
He is not wrong.
So this podcast is also a public service,
Well, I mean, that's our goal. To tell people, what they need to hear. Don't go waste your money doing this. You drink what you should be drinking out there. Don't be a drinking buddy. If you look to the back of the coasters, that's what it is. It's drinking buddies. That's what we're here for. Right. Also, you're never an alcoholic if you're watching DadDimes because you're not drinking alone.
That's right. Well, there you go.
That's correct. That is correct.
I'm definitely going to have to come over here more often then. We won't go there. But
you watch the podcast. That's what I'm saying. Like you watch, you interact. We have these conversations. We're live every Wednesday / sometimes Tuesday, possibly Thursdays because our schedules are a little crazy right now. Dad duties is what we call them. You have to go and take them to practices, and you have to make sure that they're going out and being amazing.
I remember,
humans. So we have to be a little flexible, but that's what we do in DadDimes. And now DJ has to do grandfather duties.
Yeah,
grandpa stuff.
That means I got to get a lot more fishing in and golfing, and babies can golf, right? Hell yeah.
Babies can golf. Yeah, the baby Bajorn, you hold him in front of you and teach him to swing. Teach him early.
Hell yeah. John's got a tall glass of, John said he's got a tall glass of Di Serono. He spelled it wrong, but he has one.
Little John.
Oh, okay.
No, you don't have Di Serono.
That's why he's in the Navy and not the Air Force.
Now, that must be the Italian one he always tells me about that he likes.
We got one
it's for an amaretto is what it is.
When it comes out here, we have the Jack Daniels American, which you can only get abroad or at the duty-free shops.
Really?
Yeah.
It's Jack Daniels American. You can't get it in America.
that was the obvious.
It was pretty big. I was on the cruise ship, and that's where I found it. So I bought a bottle, and then it was checked in the luggage. It was going on its way. I went to duty free in Florida before flying back to Colorado, and they had some as well. And I was like, man, you just can't find it. Might as well get another bottle. They're like, oh yeah, unless you have an international ticket, you can't get it.
Oh, jeez, really?
I'm like,
there you go, John. Something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Some Jack Daniels American.
Yeah, there's the American stuff where you can't get it in America.
It's the same with in Italy. They got all these different kinds of coffees. You get out in the morning, people are drinking these little cups of coffee that have about 2 ounces in them, but it knocks you over. and then they have American, and that's
Just shit.
That's American coffee. That's your coffee maker.
So was it
your
American
cake cup.
or Americano?
It was American. It was American coffee.
It was Merkin. I
You asked for it. I asked for American. I'll take that.
Okay. I need some folders.
America. Yeah.
Heck yeah, that's not what you say on DadDimes. That's okay though. So I like it neat. I like it chilled. A couple of things going on this week, other than congratulations, Eric. Again, you have no idea. Here's the one thing that I learned early on, post having a child, first few months. I should have slept more.
I like to sleep a lot.
Yeah, those days are gone the second babies come into play. So, Eric, sleep for the next several months.
Yeah.
Because you won't have
Save it
that
up.
again.
Save it up.
Save it up.
I wonder if that's partly because we had kids, but Stacy and I, we I think taking a nap in the afternoon is like a party to us. You know what I mean? God,
We need to go out and be out till 2 a.m. like DJ in Nashville. No. I like sleeping.
That's right. God, is it 9 o'clock already?
Hey, you know what? That was the first trip me and my wife have been on in quite some time, which we haven't talked about yet on DadDimes.
Oh, yeah,
we just got back.
we haven't got into it yet.
However, we drank from Thursday until Sunday, and I don't regret a day of it, which also I put to the test because I also tell everybody I don't get hangovers, and I didn't get a hangover once in Nashville. And one day my wife asked me what I drank, and I was like, I think this beer. And come to find out, we drank a bunch of tequila and a bunch of whiskey, and on top of a bunch of beer, and no hangover. So still solid there.
Because you did it right. You did it right. Did Auntie drink with?
Woke
Yes,
up and
Auntie
drank?
drunk with her.
Okay. He did it right,
Hell yeah.
but he didn't remember for sure what it was or what combination.
Correct.
I mean, my memory's a little fuzzy. I got hammered drunk, but
But it was worth it.
it was worth it. Hell yeah.
Yeah, don't let them shame you for that, DJ. There's nothing wrong with a good couple days of just solid drinking.
And there's not.
I appreciate you, Paul.
So,
I
initially,
appreciate you, Paul.
I was a little upset about it, DJ. I was like, all right, man, he went out there and he went to Nashville and he went and had a party and I wasn't there. And I'm like, well, come on, man. And then I looked at all the photos and I was like, I wouldn't have fit in.
I've heard that about Nashville.
No, like he was like out there with like 20 people.
We were
and
with a bunch of Mexicans, and Justin would have felt like he didn't fit in.
I couldn't figure out where I would fit in the photo, other than maybe the bus driver.
Yeah. The liaison would have been like, Garsto, can I get another drink?
Well, yes.
Oh, God.
Oh,
That's
God.
crazy.
All right. So we're moving on with the show, man. We were going to get deep into that, by the way, but I need to have Mrs. DadDimes on having part of that conversation because it is a party, and you guys, you had a good time. You had a good time, and that's what matters. And you always, by the way, need someone to bail you out, and that is what my role would have been. I would have been there for you to get you out of jail.
I missed pour this on.
So, news this week. Absolutely. News this week kind of goes into sports. And DJ, we haven't even talked about this. I want to hear everyone's thoughts on this. It doesn't involve Minnesota.
Right.
It doesn't involve Denver. Because, I mean, they lost, and Bo disappointed. But that's cool. Whatever.
It wasn't Bo. It was they had like 47 drops.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was bold.
as Giselle Bundchen once said, my husband can't throw and catch the ball.
No, you know, you're absolutely. I'm a Vikings fan, but I absolutely agree with you. I don't know how many times it's going to hit them in the hands, and they're going to drop it. And it's not like it kind of hit them in the hands; it hit them solid in the hands.
It was like through their freaking hands. I'm like,
No.
that's bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, he could have done better. He could have ran it more. Like, what, he only scored one touchdown as the rookie quarterback on his first season?
Mr. fucking...
I'm trading
Mr.
him.
Russell Wilson over there, fucking, he didn't even play. He had a fucking vaginal strain or something.
You know why Russell didn't play? Russell didn't play because
Vaginal strain.
he's getting ready for this Sunday when Russell Wilson comes back to Denver.
Oh, he's already been rolled out. Justin
Are you
Fields is
serious?
playing.
Oh, my God.
Really?
Yeah.
Play. Now.
So he's scared to come back to Denver because we would beat the shit out of him. And then Justin's like, oh, Steelers are going to the Super Bowl
Yeah.
with Russell Wilson, but he's got vaginal strains where he can't make the game. And so,
But you know what? Those vaginal strains really are painful. I mean, and they take a while to recover. You can't just blow those off.
Yeah, but he gets to, he gets to go home to Sierra and his millions and millions of dollars.
Millions.
I don't feel bad.
Dollars.
What really happened is that the crossover in the news/NFL was Tyreek. Tyreek Hill, right?
Yeah.
Arrested on the way to the game.
In the parking lot. He's at the stadium, and they got him on the ground cuffed.
Yeah, they realized it was him, right? I mean,
who knows?
So here,
I would have thought he would let him know. But.
here's a thought from the perspective of
my mom.
I know.
Justin, my mom said,
Phyllis, I'm making you
she
something.
said, I like you, but a lot, but I will hurt you.
Phyllis,
So if you want to disappoint my mother, my only living parent, go ahead.
Here's the deal. DJ, you need to send her a picture of the thing I made you. One's coming to Phyllis. We're good. We're good.
The Steelers fucking thing you made me? No way. I don't want to get hurt.
She's going to kill us all. No, so the Tyreek Hill stuff. I look at this, and I'm thinking to myself, as a former cop, if I pull...
On the ground, black boy.
It shouldn't be different. But you should know what lawsuit you're getting into when you pull over a drug dealer in like a Geo Prism or someone going to the Miami game in a car that probably is more than you make
in 10 years,
a year, if not more.
Yeah.
So when you have those interactions and you go in there and you're like, I'm going to be very aggressive, and everyone has cameras on, and I'm going to yank you out of cars just to show you this message. Just know the car is going to bring the lawsuit.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to come. And then you find out that he's in the NFL, and then all the other players that you're screaming are in the NFL. You shouldn't.
How do you not know it's Tyreek Hill, though?
I know.
Well, I mean, he read the license, or the driver's license that he was handed.
It should have became aware of it rather quickly.
But
if he didn't know,
I mean, he was probably
he
cocky.
Was a Jags fan. You know he was a Jags fan.
Yeah.
He was trying to rig the game.
You know you have the cockiness there. You were law enforcement.
Yes.
My entire career was law enforcement. There is within law enforcement, and I don't want to get it down because an arrogance and a cockiness as well that you see amongst people.
Yes. I'm not saying...
And they can clash maybe in situations with...
That the attitude was wrong given by Tyreek Hill. The response was wrong by the officer so quickly, an escalation, knowing that, like, this is going to, like, have such a negative brush on the profession and your department, and you're probably going to lose your job. Is it necessary for... And this is what it goes back to. He wasn't running from like a bank robbery with money coming out of his pockets.
Yeah.
It was a traffic violation.
Yeah.
The guy jumped you, hit you a few times, maybe was fired a couple shots at you.
Something.
And now you got him down. And you're like, all right, now it's my turn. Well, no.
But yeah, I mean, like you're amped up because you're really doing this thing.
Yeah.
This is at the end of the day, this is a traffic stop. And I'm like, oh man, you just made choices, and those choices, they're painful. So I don't know. Maybe this is gonna be Miami's year now. So
let's hope not.
It might be. Actually, Miami is damn good, and they're probably the best team in the league right now.
Second best to Minnesota.
One game.
Correct.
I don't know, man. I mean, they were great last year, and going into this year, they look all right.
Well, you got to wait for
Jacksonville's not a shitty team.
Yeah.
No, but Tua will get his concussion and end up sitting again.
I hope not.
Yeah, certain things are like destined to happen. You know, it's just,
Justin Jefferson's
we've
probably
been
going to get hurt
Vikings
at some
fans
point,
our whole
right?
life, so we
one
know
year.
something's always
It doesn't
gonna
happen at the time and time.
Yeah, it was the 1 year that I had him on my draft league.
I have him on both my teams. No.
Justin drafted Bo Nix with his number one pick instead of Christian McCaffrey, which looks like it might be a good choice, Justin.
I had it on auto draft, and he was in the wrong. It happened.
You did get Christian?
I have Bo Nix.
Oh, you have Bo Nix. No.
So he drafted Bo Nix instead of Christian McCaffrey.
I don't think he'll be that bad, but Christian, he was out, and he might be out again next week. So it's
I don't know. Choices were made, and I made the wrong choices. It's okay.
Yeah, well,
It happens.
You know what? I don't even get involved in it.
No?
No.
No?
The whole fantasy thing. I'm an old man, remember, for one thing. And I just never, it's like another league altogether and creating your own kind of thing and stuff like that. You know what? I'll just watch what I watch. Enjoy the game. It looks like the best game of the week to watch and just enjoy the game. I don't.
yeah. Well, I just do it at work, just for,
Something to do?
for rights to talk trash to somebody.
Oh, Well, I would just talk trash to my wife because I've been retired for 12 years, and it's just me and my wife at home, and I know better than
Just
talk
so
trash
everyone
to my
knows,
wife.
when he talks trash to his wife, he gets knocked out.
Yeah, I get knocked down. So I know better than to talk trash, although I do some, and
She doesn't need a fantasy
I'm
league.
a glutton for punishment.
Sure, cool.
She's already in a boxing league.
Is she watching? Does she know that he's on DadDimes right now?
He
She does.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, I don't.
Trinity, how many people are watching total right now? We're at 1.3 million global. A lot of them are in Pakistan, some are in Vietnam, and India is probably the most of the population. But it's okay, man. You gotta listen.
We've got
well,
some
you
in
know what?
Mongolia as well.
Mongolians, yeah, they're amazing.
They are. They say
They have
most
good
of the population is tied back to Mongolia
I had no idea.
from
Genghis Khan was a
Genghis
horse.
Khan.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
See, I'm learning new things
Paul,
every day.
my God.
What?
Good job.
No,
I don't know
he's
if
right.
it's true or not, but
no, it is
man,
true.
you
Genghis
sold
Khan.
me on it.
That's the
Okay.
way he did it. He had sex with it had kids with as many different women in different
you.
races as he could,
Okay.
so that it was everything would be tied back to him. Isn't that right, DJ?
Yeah. I don't remember the exact number, but it's a crazy number that
It
has
sounds like a
the
statistic.
same DNA,
He didn't really
the
keep
same
count. did he?
DNA as Genghis Khan. It's like 26% of Asia is has ties to Genghis Khan.
Correct. Yeah.
I did one of those.
And Asia's fucking big.
Yeah. Or did you do like a 22andMe? 23andMe?
It was
The
not
DNA
that
test?
one. It was a different one.
Okay.
But I did that, and I was Irish, German, Italy, which was part of Eastern, maybe whatever. But
Sure.
there was 2% East Asian.
There you go.
It's probably
Genghis
yes. See, probably everybody's got that. Probably
Genghis
got that
Khan.
1%.
Did you know that you have a little Genghis Khan in you?
I do. I think
Hey,
we're-
move over.
man.
Get one of the stage.
That was his. That was
That's
his
on your
plan.
mother's. That's on your mother's side. So just remember.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well,
That makes
he was
so
a
much
bad
sense.
mofo.
Have you ever
so-
met the Woodses? You know. I hope the Woodses don't follow us.
Okay.
The Woods just loved my father, so I
mother's his
I'm not
mother's.
sure if they.
Okay.
They were Genghis Khan. Anyway, I don't want to go any further with that. I can only go downhill, and I only get in trouble, so I'm quitting.
There's a lot of things I want to say, but I'm going to...
You go right ahead.
Yeah, say it.
No, we're good. Let's see here. Get some congratulations. Say what? How many people are what? We got that going. I don't even... That's a long one. We're going to be optimistic, and we're going to cheer for him, but... I don't know about all that. All right.
I'm not.
All right, so we have it on ice. Ice is, well,
it's
they're doing a little bit of dilution here. I don't like diluting Blanton's. Blanton's is a very good bourbon, straight. It's not bad chilling it down. It's changing the profile.
No, it wasn't bad to chill it.
You can chill and dilute just a hair, and and you get a change. As soon as you go beyond that little bit, dilution, you're just like, it's diluted. You know you're losing it. You're losing. You're not changing. You're losing.
Yeah, we don't want to lose it.
But we'll still drink it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course.
As with everything in the
You
shelves,
got to finish the bottle.
we're still gonna
The last
Gotta
drop,
finish
you
your
know.
cup.
Yeah, okay.
we're still gonna drink it. I like it.
Yeah.
DJ, what are your thoughts?
Ah,
Thought I lost you, man. I thought I lost you, buddy.
nah.
I thought COVID finally
The
got you.
Blanton's kicking in, man. Blanton's kicking in. I still like it diluted, but it's not as good as chilled or neat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't taste it right now, but hey, at least you know.
Correct.
Should have brought a care package.
This may be the COVID talking, but
We did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, he got ice.
Oh, okay.
He got ice. He got some soapstones. I mean, that was really the. And then he got a Broncos plaque. By the way, it wasn't the Steelers, Phyllis. It was the Broncos. God,
Don't listen to him, Mom. He's lying.
Who's more likely to lie to you?
Well, depends on the history, right?
You?
I'm her son.
I would.
I love her unconditionally.
Well, love unconditional is different than lying to your mother. We all lie to our mothers.
That is not true. My mom's watching
I've never
right now,
lied to
and I
my
do
mother.
not lie to my mother.
My mom's a state, and I would never lie to her. She would tell me my nose would grow, and I've been scarred ever since.
It has grown ever since.
If you are there, Diana.
She's right there. She is actually in the listening right now. She's
He has never said a bad word about you.
ever. No. Back to Genghis Khan, though.
I think we've covered that. Don't you? Really? You want to go back there?
Well, the only thing that kind of goes
You have
to
a
my
question?
mind right now with Genghis Khan is I've never lied about it. Is I'm assuming that he had what do you call them?
A lot of fun. Oh,
Viagra?
Sex camps or
He said he did. Are you saying? Or are you asking? If
I
he
don't
did?
know. Like
yes,
he probably sent
maybe
his
some
kids to sex
assistance. Bring,
camps. And
you know, trying to get to all these people would be quite exhausting. So maybe he had some of them brought in.
yeah, maybe he.
No, he
outsourced
took
it.
over China. I mean, didn't he rule most of that Asian continent for a long time?
He outsourced.
Okay, so he didn't.
He probably outsourced his
Outsourced.
kids
Yeah.
to spread. The,
I mean, they didn't
the
have
genealogy.
they didn't have chills and coolers then, so he couldn't like just send it out to be, IVF. Although that's another problem with
Didn't have it at
people
the
are
time.
discussing now IVF. But didn't have that. Imagine if they had that back then. My God,
Yeah.
we'd all be
We
Genghis.
would be overpopulated then.
Yeah,
instead
we'd
of
all
now.
be a version of Genghis. Our names would all be the same. Genghis, the 3,557th.
Mm-hmm. Going down the line.
Second, third, the fourth, the 127th.
there you go.
Keep naming us all after Genghis.
Well, that's what we're gonna name DJ's new grandchild.
Genghis.
Genghis? No.
My new grandson's going to be named Genghis. Genghis James Gandy.
It is a boy, though. Right? Did I miss
No,
that?
we don't know.
Oh, he's...
Well, we'll come
He's
up with a
confident.
female,
Obviously,
a
very
feminine
confident.
Genghis name, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Genghis,
Genghis?
Ganis.
Genghis.
Goodness.
Genghis. No,
Janice.
there's no good way. Yeah, I don't know if this is a good way to...
Yeah, let's leave that one.
Leave that one where it lies. It
I
needs to
know.
stay. Okay. Well, what else is going on in this world? We're drinking whiskey.
Boy.
We're having a good day. Yeah, it's the day after the first
We could
debate.
talk about
That
the
was great.
debates, but we won't. No,
I mean,
that was a joke. That was a...
We're not going to get into politics,
No,
but I'm a
no,
little worried
no.
about a state where migrants are eating dogs. That's freaking me out.
And
I
cats.
mean, they can eat all the cats they want, but just don't eat the dogs.
I mean, I'm bringing like my pet in early these days. I'm like, listen, man, I know Aurora's getting a little crazy. It's getting a little close.
That's right.
Got to bring the dog in. I don't want to,
Yeah,
that'd be a problem.
Aurora's eating dogs? What the
No.
fuck did I miss?
You didn't really miss much.
Now, what state
Actually.
was it?
Where?
It was in Iowa. They were saying there was a huge
Ohio?
migrant criminal problem, and in that
It was
ere they
Ohio
were eating
City.
people's pets. Was it Ohio?
Yeah, I think it was Ohio.
So be careful if you're in Ohio.
Yeah.
Well, don't they blame the
Yeah.
apartment takeover?
Yeah, they're saying Venezuelans came over, and it has been proven that they have taken over certain, and they will do that.
Stole their EBT card?
They stole- There is criminal enterprise with every migration. We know that, right?
I'm
The
not
good and the
against-
bad comes over, but I don't know about them eating dogs. That would probably be the line that I would draw. I'd be like, "You ate Fluffy,
Yeah.
we're done. Get it."
Yeah. I mean, I can see cats, but dogs are lovable. Like,
I am a cat lover and
But
a dog
that's
lover,
what makes
so-
them taste so good.
God damn
They're
it.
so lovable. They taste delicious on the grill.
I think Becky just said Genghis with a penis, a panis, penis.
You better get your glasses on because you can get in trouble if you're not really reading.
I'm pretty sure it's like P E
Oh,
or
okay.
P N, P A N, P E N or P A N. DJ, you're watching the chat.
kinda.
Okay.
What is it?
Becky said Genghis. Penis instead of Genghis. Got it. Not penis.
Genghis Khan.
Thank you for.
Oh,
Thank you for
pianist.
Thank you for
I think
clarifying.
Genghis Khan was a pianist, is what she's trying to say.
Pianist.
He did make a lot of classical music, which is kind of unknown about him. But when you dive deep into Genghis Khan, he was a pianist.
Oh, well.
Penis.
Good to know.
Pianist. Well,
Yeah.
he was a pianist.
I'm pretty. Did they have pianos during Genghis?
I said he was a pianist, so I didn't say.
Oh, welcome Diana Baumgartner. She joined as well.
Of course. That's Mom. She's watching.
Hi, Mom.
Remy left her homework outside, so after our dog eats it, we can't go looking for it because the dog will be missing too.
Oh, it looks like my sister and Lenny's going to have some dinner tonight. Kung Pao Chihuahua.
Chewy. Listen, things are getting a little strange.
Chihuahuas are like finger food, though, right? I mean, no, we're well.
It's an appetizer for sure.
Yeah, it is the appetizer.
That's appetizer.
Yeah, I like that. I don't know, man. They were talking about that last night. They're like, oh, yeah, when they come in, they're eating pets. And I'm like, that's a little weird. And they were like, oh, yeah, what are your policies on this? Well, we're not going to answer the question. So
yeah.
I didn't get anything from the debate. That's why we don't talk politics on the show. Is because they would ask a question, and then it'd be like, let me talk about every other thing except the answer to the question that was asked.
Absolutely agree.
We are now 2 generations into reality TV, and national debates and stuff just fell right in line.
So
they're all national.
I thought about this last night,
television.
and I think that Donald Trump should have called and been like, listen, you should be my VP. And then Harris should have called and been like, Donald, you should be my VP. And then we wouldn't have to have this anymore. One's in charge or the other's in charge, but they're both in office and we don't care. And it's done.
Yeah, but, one wouldn't relinquish presidency to the other.
I know. Tis what it is, but you know what?
But one's a lot older than the other, so
Jesus,
the
pain
odds are in
ass.
their favor.
That's all you had to say, Becky. Pain ass. That's all you had to say.
What?
Because she kept saying pain us, and then she was saying panas, and then she was saying penis, and that,
okay.
Yeah, pain ass, and then she did like an eggplant.
Do we know Becky? Or is
We
Becky?
know Becky.
Okay.
And Becky's amazing. So
I have no doubt.
all right, we're moving back to the whiskey. So
No, do we?
we've got to talk about ratings. So what we do here on DadDimes is it's like a 0 to 5 range, right? 0 being this is the worst thing you've ever had. If you've ever seen it, or if someone pours it to you, they're not your friends, and you're going to just be like, never going to talk to you again.
I don't think I've ever drank anything like that. But anyway,
I bet you I could pull something off this shelf, and you'd be like, I'm
son
done.
of a bitch.
I don't want to talk to you again.
when we're done here, you try me. Just a little.
Try me, and you'll know. And 5 being, I will have this on my shelf, and if friends come over, they're not going to know that it's on my shelf because it's that good. And unless they're really good friends and we're having a really good time, you'll never know I have it. So
he'd never share with me.
he says that, but he's had everything on the shelf. So chill.
He built the
have
shelf,
not.
for God's sakes.
I mean, he built the shelves.
Okay.
So that happened.
Okay.
So we start with neat being in the sniffer. It is off the shelf. It is room temperature. Then we go into a rating for chilled, not diluted. So the glycerin balls bring down the temperature. We're not diluting the whiskey. And then we do the final rating of on the rocks when we dilute it. How has that changed your rating? So 0 to 5. You open the bottle. You put it in a glass. You drink it. What are you thinking? We're going to start with John because age and beauty before everyone else.
Well, I mean, like whiskey, like a good aged whiskey, a good aged whiskey drinker, has. That's just bullshit. Okay. 5 is. I haven't drank enough whiskey to ever give anybody a 5 is the best thing I've ever had because although it could be if I only had 3, that one could be the best. So, very good.
Try George T.
I'll do 4 because
We're going 4. Okay.
not a big enough.
4.
It's good
Neat.
because it's smooth. It gave you a nice little burn going in, just a nice, and then smoothed out.
Love
Wonderful.
it.
I liked it.
Like it. Paul.
Oh, come on.
No, it was good. I'm just not big on warm whiskey. But
Gay.
It's like he's sitting
I know
right
where
next
you
to
live,
a
DJ.
DJ.
I'm just joking, Paul.
Who told you? Have you been talking to my wife? No, but I'll go at. There was a few I had that were warm, were just like still really good.
It's fine.
But
it's
I'll
what
give it
it'll bring it in. Don't
2.5. 2.5. We'll go.
You're gonna wait. You're doing Blantons at a 2.5 out of the bottle.
Just warm, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
no, I mean,
Then what's the difference? Warm.
I don't know if you've ever had death threats,
so
but
I guess
there's a first for everything. DJ.
For me, neat. I absolutely love Blanton's. I do think it's a little bit overhyped because of the fire, whatever.
Yeah, that changed it. It's overpriced
But
because
for
of
me,
the
I'm going to give it a 4.3.
Okay.
4.3 neat.
Gotcha. This is a really good balance of flavor and proof. They diluted it actually to something that's really nice. It's not too harsh coming out of the bottle. And Blanton's has a good name to it. I think that if you pull away from them upping the price because of the story, which is unfortunate. They shouldn't have done that, right? They shouldn't have been like, oh, we are now, we have low quantity and therefore we're a super rare thing and you should pay an exorbitant amount of money for it. That's stupid. That shouldn't affect the rating. It's going to affect my rating a little bit. But it's still really good. If you have a bottle of Blanton's, it's still a really good bourbon to have. This is a good sipping bourbon. You've had a really good week. You've had a really good month. You've made your numbers. You hit your bonus. This is good. You made it home from another shift. You made it from another week. Life is doing really... You find out that there's a baby on the way. Bring out the Blanton's, right?
That's right.
I'm about that. That's not what we did, DJ. I'm going to throw that out there. Blanton's could have came out for the birth, but no. We have to figure out a birth bottle too.
Hold on. You promised happy 25 for the birth, Justin.
I didn't promise anything, but I will go with. I'm going to go
I'm
with
pretty sure you promised it, man.
4.2. A happy 25 is a second mortgage on the house. I'm not going to do that. So
okay. Well, thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. I love you.
We're going to chill it up, and we're going to create a different rating. So we're going to put the glycerin balls in there. We're going to bring down the temperature. And I think that this changes because I think if it's negative 50 wind chill outside, which we had like last year, and I'm in the hot tub, I'm not going to want a chilled glass of whiskey. Out of the bottle, I'm pretty happy with. It was warm today. To chill me down, to call it a day, that's going to change my rating a little bit. So glycerin ball not changing the flavor due to dilution. What's your rating?
It's not like a cold beer on a hot day. So for me,
you're not wrong because like cold beer, you could drink like 10 of them. This is different.
It doesn't. Yeah, I mean that's why.
You could drink 10 of these, but you might be mowing the lawn a little crooked that day.
Who the hell mows the lawn?
After
I do.
My wife does.
After his wife does.
I don't mow the lawn.
God, I hope Bev isn't listening.
She does. She mows the lawn. Ask her. Call her tomorrow. Check her right now.
Kylie's ex-boyfriend mows my lawn.
Kylie, your dad loves
he's a
you.
damn good fucking landscaper. I'll throw that out.
I mean, he works hard, and I'm going to throw this out there that the new fiance hasn't done shit for me yet. So
That's
true.
Well,
we're gonna have to get naked and wrestle because I don't like that shit.
naked wrestling. It's all good.
I was all state in wrestling. I don't know if you know that about me, Paul.
I don't know that about you. I did see you do a deadlift that made me a little embarrassed because I couldn't do it.
I did a deadlift that
I
tore
did
my
that
belly
hammer
button.
drunk, no stretching, no exercise, and I probably could have got a 450, 500.
Yeah, that's not me.
We couldn't do that because I don't have that much weight. No. Secondly, it would break my bar, and my bar is really expensive. Don't do that.
I'd feel bad I'd feel just watching somebody do that would be more than I could handle.
Yeah, don't even ask him to pick up the bar empty.
Listen.
So Christopher Allen Avent, thanks for joining us. He says he prefers his whiskey a bit cool instead of just warm seems to be easier to sip on. Not like to water it. He doesn't like to water it down with ice or a cube, but cooler temp is always great.
But here's the deal, Christopher, man. If you're on the
Depends
Titanic and
on
you're
the
about
whiskey.
if you're on the Titanic about to get in the chilled water, man, drink as much out of the bottle as possible. It's going to keep you warm and it's going to keep you alive. Ask the chef.
Whether it's warm or cold
We've
whiskey.
reviewed.
It doesn't matter.
What is this, Justin? This is our 38th
38
episode.
Yeah, 38th episode.
Yeah. So we've done 38 bottles, and there's some whiskeys that, not a lot. There's like maybe one or two that are better neat than they are chilled or diluted for sure.
We've done 40 bottles.
So just you'll have to go through all of our lists. Please like and subscribe, and
the website's
we'll
updated.
tell you which ones.
Yeah, the website's updated. Did that today.
Oh, website's updated.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that was a lot of work because I was behind like several months. Okay, what
Well,
is
I
your
love you.
thought rating 0 to 5 chilled on Blanton's?
You really want to know?
I want to know. Chilled, not diluted, not on the ice, but on the glycerin.
On the glycerin balls.
Yeah. Chilled, it gives it a different... I do like mine chilled. I usually have one method or another of giving a chill to it. But it seemed like the initial little burn, the initial little zip that you get. I mean, maybe that's because that was the first sip I had. And when your mouth adjusts, your taste buds adjust as you drink too.
Yeah.
It seemed like it really kind of cooled that off too. It was like it didn't come in as a burn; it came in as a burn that was getting cooled off right away too. So it just smoothed the whole process out. Still good, still great. A different process. It doesn't really. I don't have to really change the score because it was very good, but it was a different approach. It approached me differently.
Okay. 4?
Yeah,
He's saying
let's
4?
keep it at 4 still.
Paul, who said Blanton's was a 2.5 out of the bottle.
Just said that warm. God dang it!
He said warm, so we're coming up here. I expect a big kick. Here it comes.
When it chilled, it really did it bet a lot for me.
Did you get an erection or something? No.
Well, and that's DadDimes.
I mean, you should see him.
And you wanted
He can't. He's trying to think of the words.
passed.
You did this. Okay.
No, actually, with it chilled, I quite enjoyed it. And it comes up to, I'd say a 4, yeah.
Okay, got a 4 there. DJ?
I was going to kick in the fucking next ball if it was like a 3.2.
No. I quite enjoyed it once it chilled.
He's like, it's slightly
I was
better.
going to I was going to run outside, cough in your face, and you get COVID, and then kick in the nest.
Thanks
So
for warning me.
Blanton's is one of those bottles of whiskey that's absolutely delicious. In my opinion, neat. I gave it a 4.
Give it a 4.3.
Chilled, it's a 4.5.
Okay, 4.5.
4.5 chilled. I think it's absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
Is it worth the money you'd have to spend on it now? Probably not.
So I'm
In
going to
my
throw this out
opinion-
there. I've seen it at $200, $300, $400. Our buddies over at Cherrywood Liquor, they do not price gouge you at all.
No,
This is
not at all.
A little above, maybe 100. Probably it depends on the day. Sometimes they have a little under that. They take care of you.
Probably around like 120 consistently at Cherrywood.
Yeah. So that is DJ. What's the location? I can't remember.
136 in Colorado Boulevard, located next to Starbucks.
Starbucks,
okay.
Cherrywood
Which our buddies
Liquors.
at
Yep.
Cherrywood Liquors
Right down the street.
always helps us with all of our stuff. So we absolutely love Cherrywood Liquors. All the bottles you see back there, I'd say 80% of them have been supplied by Cherrywood, and we love you.
Except
love
for the
you,
American Jack, because they can't get it because that's an international thing, which is stupid. It's an American Jack Daniel's whiskey. You know what? I'm going to challenge Cherrywood to get that bottle in stock, and I will pick it up. So sorry, guys.
If you buy it in the U.S., you just assume it's American. If you buy it somewhere else, they got to tell you it's American. So okay.
It should. It should. Yeah, they take care of us, man. They don't price gouge you on Blantons. I hate it when they do that. And I've not. I'll try and get some. John, there you go. Little John. I have to always, because we're in the same.
Yeah,
okay. All right, so we're doing On the Rocks. We're going to do the, because we're getting on time. Dilution is not the solution to this.
No, it's not.
So,
No.
John, tell me, what are your thoughts?
On dilution.
Yeah, we put it in ice. Again, if it's on ice and you just you drink it
Yeah.
quickly because it's whiskey and it's on ice and you want to be able to enjoy it, it might not be horrible. If you let it savor and you let it melt, does it change your score?
Yes, first of all. And I would never drink it too much diluted because from what you're telling me about what this costs, I want to enjoy it the way I want to enjoy it.
Yeah.
So that's for this one. And any whiskey, more expensive, the more just, you're in a bar and they give you the house one or something, you do something like, okay, you can dilute that or not dilute that.
They dilute it.
Kind of dilute it anyway. Yeah, so,
Definitely.
sometimes I think I want to just dilute it and sip it and kid myself, but the reality is no. All whiskeys diluted to that point go back down. They can't go past 2.5 because once they're diluted, they've lost everything.
Okay. So you want to say 2.5?
2.5.
Okay, gotcha. Paul?
Yeah, no, I have to agree. And I even feel bad saying the 2.5 at the beginning because diluting it did honestly just kind of take away
Do you want to
everything
change
I
it?
had.
Because you're being bullied?
I tell you what, moving forward, I'm just going to say this that this it brought it back down. It just too much dilution and it took away the flavor and
Don't let them bully you, Paul. You're fine, man.
It's
okay.
worse than
This is a safe space.
it was better warm than it is diluted.
Oh,
Well, yes.
okay, so diluted, what are you at?
They're all better.
Let's say 2.
We're going to go to it too? Okay, no, I get that.
Ooh.
I get that. I mean, I'm not going to go that far, but yeah, I understand where that's coming from. DJ?
I respect their opinion. It's wrong, but I respect it.
Yeah.
For me, it does drop back down to 3.5 diluted. Takes away a lot of flavor of the blends. If I'm going to drink a blend, I'm going to drink it chilled 100% of the time. Not diluted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. So I said 4.2 neat. I said a 4.4 chilled. It will go down to a 3 for me, and it's a little bit more complicated because you're paying for what's in the bottle, not for changing what's in the bottle.
Yeah.
And when you change it and you start changing the flavor profile and you dilute it to a point where it's not what was intended from the master distillers of Blanton's, you chose to do this. Like, this is kind of your fault, right?
Exactly.
There's others out there, and we have some on the shelf where, like, it is so high proof that the anticipation, the expectation is to dilute it so you have, like, an exploration of flavor as it's going through the dilution process, which is really cool, and I love how they can do that, where it's really high proof, and like, man, that's really hot, I don't know if I can like enjoy it, and then it dilutes a little bit, you try it again, and then you're like, oh, here's apricots, and then it brings it down a little bit, and you're like, oh, here's cherry, and it brings it down a little bit more, and you're like, I can feel the oakiness of what's going on, and that is, like, masterful. This is meant to be drank out of the bottle into a glass, not putting ice in it and changing the flavor profile that they intended to put in the bottle itself. So
Exactly.
it's a 3 for me. Unnecessary explanation, but that's why it is.
No, hey.
I get what you were saying about some of them are meant to be diluted to give you a range.
Yeah.
And I can appreciate that.
And we have some of those where like it is such a high proof that like, man, I cannot drink this, but it is meant to be on rocks. So it
Find your level.
It is such a cool process to try it at different levels in a glass for one drink, and that is masterful. Like, you can't just create that. Like
If you want to dilute it, go buy
You're not having a
fucking
drink,
Jack.
you're having an event. It's like an epiphany.
Yeah.
Epiphany. I'm sorry.
Epiphany, yes. Yeah.
An epiphany with one glass and one dilution.
I don't know about Lenny, but I'm going to try this 1859 out of Black Hawk, Colorado. I think I was just talking to DJ about this morning, and I'm trying to teach his 2-year-old daughter how to say Black Hawk.
Nice.
DJ, what did she say this morning?
We're trying to teach her to say Central City because Black Hawk turned into Black Hawk.
Oh, okay.
You want to go to Black Hawk, Dad?
No, that's
And she said it.
Yeah,
of course she said it.
I said, no, it's Hawk. And she said, cock.
No, none of us want to hear our daughters say black cock.
No. I mean,
listen.
Oh, I'm not going to go there. Never mind. Okay, that was a place I was going to go.
She's 2, man.
She's 2. She is 2.
She's 2.
I know. She's a lucky charm going to the casino, throwing that out there, but not to Black Hawk.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Hawk.
We're learning.
Hawk.
We're learning. So we are coming up on time. What we do here on Dad Dimes at the end is what's the Dad Dime of the week. Usually it goes to our guests because I know that you've listened to the show the entire time and you're like, yeah, I absolutely have one. You're coming up on 70. Congratulations, by the way. Happy birthday early because that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Man. So
John, drop your wisdom on all of our viewers. We got millions of them out there. Please let us know what your Dad Dimes Dime of the week is.
Yeah. What do you want people to know or people to just like kind of intake and feel for this week that, you know, your wisdom and your thoughts and damn.
You're serious, right?
You didn't you didn't prep him for this. Good job, Paul.
No, he did
Jesus.
not.
I didn't know. You changed the
I
platform.
might have had some real prophetic, type thing to say.
We like to be ad hoc here. What's on your mind right now? Like what is it like? So usually, and I'll do a little basis for it. Usually, it's like the world is kind of on fire right now. Just kind of. Don't be an asshole.
I was in the 60s. In the 60s, I was a teenager, and things were going crazy then, okay? So there's nothing new.
Okay.
Right? Okay. And I lived when cell phones didn't exist and you had a pager was the biggest thing going. So, I experienced the crazy parts of really accelerating change through life,
So what is...
And the 70s music, which, of course, I have one daughter that just loves it to death over everything else, but...
One line of wisdom.
One line of wisdom.
Yeah.
You know what?
It's going to be immortalized.
You're the same person right now today as I was 30, 40 years ago. You look in the mirror, what else you can think about those things. You feel the same. You're the same person inside. Things are going to happen that may slow you down or whatever. But, it's you got what you got. You just keep running going. You're the same person. Just keep enjoying life.
Okay.
Keep enjoying life and stay ahead of the game.
Damn it, I love it.
Stay ahead of the game.
I love it. That's the perfect Dad Dime. How did you know? You knew this was coming.
No, I did not.
I'm going to write this down.
I did not.
And he's
I did not. I need to write it down. I've got a pen now. I need to write it down.
Because it's immortalized now. It's out in the world and nothing ever comes off the internet.
Yeah.
And it will forever be there. That, be who you are because that's who you are. And guess what? It's going to be the same person you were 35 years ago.
You are.
Yeah. Love it. Damn, I love it. All right. DJ, last thoughts.
Thanks for joining us. We love you guys. Thanks for all the support. I'm so excited to be a grandpa. I can't tell you guys how excited I am to be a grandpa. I'm really glad I did it I got COVID so I can announce this. So I didn't have to cry on camera. So thank you guys so much for joining us. We appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, John, for joining us. Sorry I couldn't be there, but I didn't want to get you guys sick. So leave your stuff at the doorstep. I'll find it for you, and then you're good to go.
I love it. I'm going to end it with this, man. I'm Daddy Dose to Aaliyah. You know that with Eric, man, is Grandpa Dose. I love it. So until next time, we love you. Dad Dimes. Peace.
Later.